Hello and welcome back. Today is Thursday, February 21st. I have your 5 best bets for you in the NBA today. As always, if you're new to the channel, please leave a like and subscribe down below. Makes me know you like the content. 9-game NBA slate ahead of us out here tonight. Get some great matchups here. Giannis versus Harden. The MVP's back at it. Wemby versus KD. Can't wait for that matchup. Or CP3 versus his old team on the Suns, if you like that narrative overall. Boston, Philly, love it when these two teams go at it. They just have bad blood, playoff history as well. Memphis, Indiana, 250 over-under, and the Chicago Bulls, Knicks. Knicks are going to kill us, but 243 over-under, some high over-under matchups here today. 9-game slate. 5 plays here I absolutely love. And before we jump into today's plays, we got to recap yesterday's action. And yesterday in the NBA, ended up going 2-1 in best bets. If you checked out my Twitter at DaWiddler, I added out the LaMelo Ball points assist on there as well. He took care of business. It did take until like the last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter, but he did cash the over for us. LeBron James rebounds assist. He cashed in the third for us. And then Luka Doncic hand up. He's going to be on ice. My LA Puka Duka Doncic. You're gonna take a little sleep, my sweet prince. You're gonna go to bed here. I'm not gonna take your overs here for at least like a week or two. I might just take your rebounds, assists because he was dominant there, but points I'm gonna be out until he figures it out with LeBron James here. Overall, 2-1 day. I wish I can get the 3-0 sweep here, but we got the sweep opportunity here today, and let's just jump into it. For my first play of the day, going to be in this Boston Celtics Philadelphia 76ers matchup here. This number on ESPN Bet just seems a little too low there, so give me Joel Embiid over 25.5 points coming at -105 on ESPN Bet. He's got this over 4 for his last 5 games, averaging 26.8 points per game. He's got this over 3 for his last 4, returning from injury, scoring 29, 23, 27, and 27. In his last game he just played against the Raptors, played 38 minutes, scored 27 points. Last time he played the Boston Celtics on Christmas Day, where the 76ers won, he played 38 minutes and dropped 27 points, so I expect the same here today. They've been struggling overall. They need to get wins here to get ahead of the Chicago Bulls in the standings. I'm praying that they do because I don't want this Bulls team in the playoffs. I'd rather see the Philadelphia 76ers in there overall. Why I love this spot overall is the Boston Celtics to struggle defending inside the three-point arc, the mid-range, to be specific. From the mid-range and from under the basket, they allow the 20th most points in there, and guess who gets 48% of his shots in that spot? Yes, there's Joel Embiid. He does that little jab step in the middle high post, and then he works from there, and the Boston Celtics rarely double team or send helps here, so I think Joel Embiid should be able to eat all day with that little pull-up midi that he loves to do overall. He's got us over 3 for his last 5 against the Boston Celtics. He's got us over 11 for his last 17 against the Celtics going back to 2021, so great history of getting the over overall. My projections have him at 28 points here overall, so I think he should eat. I wouldn't play this number at 27. I'll maybe play this at 26.5, or if you could just wait and see how this line goes during the day, being a little patient, probably could get 25.5 as the day, or even 25 plus points. That'd be awesome. But post All-Star break, they need him. He should get back to his 30 plus minutes overall. Boston Celtics struggling in that inside mid-range where Joel Embiid eats. He's been eating these last few games here, getting the over 3 for his last 4. I think he continues that for us tonight. So give me Joel Embiid over 25.5 points. For my second best bet here, going to be in this high over-under matchup. Indiana, Memphis, 250 or almost 250 over-under. Close spread, -3 leaning the Memphis side. And I think it's a great spot for Desmond Bane. He has a great matchup here. He's been Mr. Consistent for this Grizzlies team. So give me Desmond Bane. Scored 20-plus points coming in at -110. On FanDuel, he has a great matchup here. Pacers allowing the 6th most points to the shooting guard position. The Pacers, these last 15 games, allow the 10th most points and the 7th most threes to the shooting guard position. The Pacers, these last 7 games, give up the most points and the 5th most threes to the shooting guard position, and Desmond Bane should have a great matchup here overall, where he's got this over 5 for his last 5, averaging 21.8 points per game. He's got this over 4 for his last 5 against this Pacers team, averaging 24.6 points per game. His last game, he only scored 16 points in their last matchup here. It was a close game, so I just chalked that up to him not being as aggressive overall, or just missing some shots. I think he gets back to that 20-plus mark here in this matchup here, because Pacers been giving up some big games to the shooting guard position these last 10 games overall. Jordan Poole, 42-plus points. Shaedon Sharpe, 17. Keontae George, 16. Jordan Clarkson, 21. Malik Beasley, 20. Dyson Daniels, 23, and Devin Vassell, 25-plus points. They've been getting killed by the shooting guard position. Steady volume overall, 16 field goal attempts per game. When he gets 12-plus shots in the game, he gets the over 69% of the time. great number overall. My projections have him at 20 plus points here. This being, and he has a 62% hit rate on the road games, averaging 20 points per game. He's Mr. Consistent. These last 10 games, I think he's been steadily around this 20-point mark, so it's going to be a close one. But I think with the Pacers giving up the 6th most points to the shooting guard position, these last 7 games been getting killed by the shooting guard position even more. Most points, 5th most threes, 249 over under. Desmond Bane should surely put 20 plus points up for us. So give me Desmond Bane to score 20 plus points on FanDuel. For my third best bet, going to be in this Atlanta Hawks Orlando Magic matchup here. I was dogging this guy earlier in the year. I kind of have a little hatred towards the Orlando Magic, not betting wise, but fandom wise, just because of that Vooch trade, and they always talk crap to us after that hand up where I was hurt. Vooch is a better player. We won the deal. But this man, we haven't won the deal because of this guy. I think he's going to have a great game here. He just balled against them the other day. So give me Franz Wagner over 32.5 points, rebounds, coming in minus 125 on DraftKings. Atlanta Hawks allow the 8th most points and the most rebounds to the small forward position. The last game they just played, Franz Wagner had 44 points, rebounds in that matchup. He's gotten this over 3 for his last 5, averaging 33.2 points, rebounds overall. Atlanta Hawks on the season allow the 4th most points and the 2nd most rebounds to the small forward position on the season, so love that. Most recent game had 44 PRAs, but outside of that, against Atlanta last season, different player. This season, he has been balling out. Last season, I think he was averaging around 27, 28 points, rebounds against them. Last game, he stepped it up a notch here. Atlanta Hawks have been getting killed by the small forward position here overall. Precious Achua, 34. Franz Wagner, 44. Corey Crisper, 20. Bilal Qual, 24. Devin Vassell, 23. Asur Thompson, 17. Benedict Mathurin had 19. Max Strus, 16. And Jaden McDaniels, 18. The last 10 games, 72% of the small forwards have gotten their overs. That's including the bench players. So love that overall. The last 10 games, he's had beautiful volume, averaging 21 field goal attempts per game, with the last 7 games having 19 field goal attempts per game in every single one. When he takes 18 shots in a game, gets the over 71% of the time. My projections have him at 35 points, rebounds in this game. I think it's going to be a great game here for Franz Wagner. I would lean Paolo here, but I'm going with Franz. He's been a little more aggressive over post-All-Star break here as well. Had 44 on them last time. I think he's going to continue that. The Atlanta Hawks struggle at giving up points in the middle of the paint, and that's where Franz Wagner eats all day. My projections, like I said, have him at 35 plus points here. Great matchup. 8th most points, the most rebounds in these last 30 games. So give me Franz Wagner over 32.5 points, rebounds. For my 4th best bet, going to be in the Chicago Bulls New York Knicks matchup here. Over under 243, and one man has dominated this Bulls team all season long, and the Bulls struggle at defending the center position, so we have to go with Karl Anthony Towns over 27.5 points, coming in at minus 110 on DraftKings. He has a great matchup here. The Chicago Bulls allow the 4th most points and the most threes to the center position. These last 15 games, Chicago Bulls allow the 3rd most points and the most threes to the center position, and Cat should be able to dominate like he has. He's gotten this over 3 for his last 4 against his Bulls team, averaging 37.5 points per game. With the last 2 games this season, he scored 46 and 44 points against his Bulls team. He was a little injured. He's only gotten this over 2 for his last 5. He was dealing with like a wrist injury these last few games, but these last 2 games, he scored 40 and 44 points. I feel like with post this All-Star break, the wrist is feeling great. Now he gets a great matchup here against this Bulls team that suck against center position. These last 5 games, he's averaging 19 field goal attempts per game. Love the volume overall. 243 over under. So this should be a fast-paced game at Cat. I'm not afraid of anyone on this Bulls front court, and either should he. Bulls have been getting killed by the center position. Isaiah Stewart got 12 and 14, both of his overs in the last game. Jalen Duren scored 16 and 21, both of his overs in those 2 games. Quinton Post, the center for the Golden State Warriors, had 18 points. Kristaps Porzingis had 34, and Jokic had 33 points here. My projections have Cat at 30-plus points here. This could be a great spot for Karl Anthony Towns, so I think Cat's going to continue to, I think he's going to score 30-plus points on this Bulls team like he has. So give me Karl Anthony Towns over 27.5 points. For my 5th and final play of the day, going to be in this Clippers-Milwaukee Bucks matchup. It's always fun when James Harden and Giannis Antetokounmpo, I'm butchering it. Wasn't butchering it earlier, but was butchering it there. Over under 227. I think it's a smash spot. I'm going to take it. I don't care if it's a cheesy play. So give me Giannis Antetokounmpo to score 30-plus points, coming in minus 130 on FanDuel. He hates James Harden, man, and you can tell. He's gone this over 4 for his last 5 against this Clippers team, averaging 37.4 points per game with the last 5 against this Clippers team. He scored 28, 54, 35, 34, and 36 in his most recent game, just dominating this Clippers team. And he's been dominant. He's gotten this over 5 for his last 5, averaging 35 points per game. Overall, love that overall. 74% hit rate on the season at home, averaging 33.3 points per game. So for 34, averaging 33 at home. Love that overall. Clippers have been giving up some big games, so allowing the 8th most points to the small power forward position these last 7 games, giving up big games to Pascal Siakam 33, G.G. Jackson 15, Miles Bridges 27, and Harrison Barnes 15 plus points here. My projections have Giannis scoring 32 points in this matchup here. Steady volume, 22 field goal attempts per game. Love that. When he takes 19 shots in a game, he gets the over 81% of the time. In the last 10 games, he's gone over 19 shots in all the games but 3. Those 3 games where he got the under, he shot like 17 and 15 in those games. He's gone 5 straight games of scoring 21 having 21 field goal attempts overall. Great matchup here overall. Should be a fun game overall. So give me Giannis to score 30 plus points on FanDuel. Those are my 5 best bets for you. That was 5 plays for you in one video. Woo! A lot of talking for you guys. Let me know down below what your favorite play could be in this NHL game. USA versus Canada. Cannot wait for that matchup. Could be in all these games. Could be in college. I always love tailing you guys in the comments section. As always, please make sure to follow my Twitter at DaWiddler, where I'm always making some extra plays as the day goes on if I love them overall. Hopefully having a wonderful day. Let's start off hot. Let's get a 5-0 sweep. That would be awesome. Hopefully having a wonderful day again. Keep on smiling, and I will see you in the next one.